Oh my God, it's the pre-show rigmarole. Hi guys, going to be going in very very quickly, very quickly. We are live and it is time. I think there we go.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Finally, seeping is the key word here. Smart enough to figure it out. I just ask questions and talk shit. I'm not the
All I
news.
saw was a lake, mountains, and some trees. That's the running theme on this fucking podcast. Whoever deserves mocking, and that includes a host. Man, there is a record amount of meth in this place. Kinetic. Just like sounds like stuttery Smitty.
Challenge 2022, y'all. Fuck milk crates, y'all.
Get the fuck out of here.
What the hell? Everything.
Oh my goodness. Happy Friday. What the hell? Everything. My name is Smitty. Hi guys. How are you? This is a good Friday night. I'm excited to be here. Mostly because I have hot chocolate with Mom's and weed butter. If you're watching the video, the live stream, you kind of see the little the buttery float on top right there. It's tasty. Trust me, might not sound good to some people. Butter? Really? Weed butter? Trust me when I say it is tasty and beneficial. These headphones on here for a quick second. Just because I like to hear the music. It makes me happy. Hi guys, what the hell? Everything live on a Friday night. Feeling good. I always feel like I got to comment on what kind of workout I had. You know, that's what happens when you search for things to talk about on a fucking podcast. But seriously, like, I feel like my legs are going next level every single day. That elliptical, man. It's not way more than running. Because the last time I tried to run, was probably in like July. So it was, not a couple weeks, a month or so after I kind of started running on the elliptical. And I was like, I'm dying here. I can't do it. And I think I'll really be ready to give that a real tackle here in the next couple months. Once the snow gets melted, I'm really going to be looking forward to seeing what an actual run looks like. You get cooped up in the basement the whole time with the elliptical. You lose sense of reality. You're like, oh wait, I'm not that good. Let me get running in the real world. Yeah, man. It's a good Friday. Had a good day today. Had a very productive week. Very productive week. And let's see, what do we got? And if you're on the YouTube page, of course, please like and subscribe. That would be awesome of you. I don't know how much you've fiddled around on the YouTube page or not, but you may have noticed the most viewed video on this page, and it is from, I don't know how many years ago. It was from like 2011, 2010 maybe. When I worked for the radio station Classic Rock the Bear, and they got a mascot bear outfit, and they're like, well, Smitty, we don't have anybody else to wear this goddamn thing, so I guess you're it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I've never done anything like that before. So I took this smart ass video of me with the bear mascot costume on, and by far, when I say it is the most viewed fucking thing on this YouTube page, because I've probably, I'm not, it's not like a super popular YouTube page, my highest viewed video, a couple thousand views, and that is the bear mascot costume page. Got a couple close, a couple thousands, a couple other ones with a couple thousand views, but saying that is my highest viewed video by far. It's fucking hilarious. And I actually just went and looked on analytics because you can do that and see how people are looking for your things, how they're finding them. And somebody actually put because I was 100% sure that it was fucking some kind of like, like big gay bear search or something. Absolutely. I'm like, that has to be it, right? It might as well be, because somebody added it to like a furry. It's like a Mascot unmasked YouTube playlist. And sure shit, mine is right there on there. And I go to Levi, I said, man, should I delete this video? He goes, no, you can never ever delete that video. I'm like, fuck, because it's consistently gets, I don't know, per week 50 views a week, and it's fucking 10 years old, something along those lines. And I just kind of figured out why it's getting all those views, because it's in somebody's fucking Mascot unmasked playlist on YouTube. Man, some people, whatever. Hey, beggars can't be choosers. Pine Knob, switching gears. Pine Knob is Pine Knob again. People are fucking excited, man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, clearly you're not probably from this northern Michigan region. But Pine Knob, legendary concert venue. They switched the name a few years ago, 10, 20 years ago, maybe now. 20, I bet. Fucking A. 20 years. It's been DTE Energy Music Theater. And you're like, oh, Jesus, can you put your fucking corporate logo feces all over this thing anymore? Finally, somebody had the good sense. I don't even know how. I don't even care how. Somebody finally switched it back to Pine Knob. And it's really a sign of the times, where everybody's so stressed to the max about everything. Everybody's at level 11, where the joy on people's faces and on their Facebook feeds show exactly how happy that makes them. You're like, oh, everything else has sucked. Betty White fucking died. We got Pine Knob back. Thank you very much. Because did anybody really call it DTE? Even when I was on the radio, I was giving away tickets. It was like, I never still called it DTE, even though they were fucking giving us the tickets. I'm like, it's Pine Knob, aka DTE Energy Music Theater. Everybody fucking called it Pine Knob. And somebody had the good sense to change it back. So, well, good for them. Good for them. I always wondered what it would be, because I know people that live close to there. Living next to a concert venue, it's got to have its drawbacks, right? Its pros and its cons. Because I never really talked to anybody that lived
near the castle in Charlevoix. That was one thing I wish. And again, I've said this before. This is really there's only one fucking reason that I want a time machine, and that's to go see rock shows. Like if I could go see some shows at the castle in Charlevoix, just because it was just seeing video how fucking awesome that place was. Look it up if you've never seen video or whatever on YouTube of the castle in Charlevoix. But that's the only reason I want time machines, is to go fucking see old shows. But living next to a concert venue like Pine Knob or something like that, like it depends on what the music is, right? Because I live down the road from the fucking fairgrounds in Traverse City, and I got to hear like the Boston tribute acts that were playing at the fucking fair, and I'm like, this sucks. But if it was actually Boston, I'd be like, oh, maybe not Boston. You know what I'm talking about. Mom's weed butter in the hot chocolate really just sits. It really just melds in there really well. You wouldn't think so. Hey, Fat Chicks Barbecue. But before I do that, let's do Fat Guy News before Fat Chicks Barbecue. I want to talk about, what did I say last time? Getting the diet in order. I'm like, okay, Taco Bell pissed me off. This is last podcast. I said Taco Bell raged me out again. So I think
I might be done with fast food. I really think I might be done with it. You know, we get the fast food places need to raise their standards, or we need to raise our standards. One of the two. I'm not sure. But I bet 4 out of every 5 times you go to a fast food joint, they fucking suck. They're terrible. It's 100% awful. So I said, I think I'm done with it. Then I went to work the other day and got talked in very easily to somebody said Culver's. Hey, should we go to Culver's? I'm like, I'm not doing fast food. Then somebody's like, that's not fast food. And I'm like, oh, you're right. It's not fast food. So I'm like, fuck yeah, get Culver's. And then somebody else got Charles and Reed pizza. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to fucking eat the shit out of that because it's the best pizza in Traverse City, Charles and Reed. Detroit style, pepperoni step. It's fucking money. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to eat this Culver's along with a fucking awesome concrete mixer, cherry, strawberry, fudge, parfait, concrete mixer with everything. And it's like a flurry, but with custard. It's fucking incredible. But it's not fast food. You know, so I guess I'm still good. I haven't gone to get fast food because I don't count Culver's. You want to know why? I want to know why I don't count Culver's? I think I just really didn't enunciate there. You want to know why I don't count Culver's as fast food? Because, as I said in the last podcast, we got to raise our standards, right? The companies have to raise their hiring standards, or at least maybe management standards. I don't know. Because Culver's, here you go. Here's why it's not fast food. Or at the very least, they have higher standards. Culver's has higher standards than most fast foods. If you've never been there, I can only tell you, I've never had a bad experience at Culver's. Now that I was thinking about it today, I'm like, I don't think I've ever had like a fucked up order necessarily. No indifferent fucking dipshit giving you your food or taking your money, or on the speaker. Everybody sort of knows what's going on. At least they sound like they know what's going on. And that's fucking key. Because if I feel like you're confident, I believe you're confident. You know, if you sound like you're a fucking idiot, trust me. And I know what sounding like a fucking idiot is. I do it all the time. And, you know, if you sound like a fucking idiot, chances are you are a fucking idiot. There you go. But Culver's has raised their standards, I feel like, you know, because they don't have those issues. So there you go. I think I won that argument that I had with myself, mind you. It wasn't an argument where I was like, it's fast food. No, it isn't. It's fast food. No, it isn't. That was me in my head. So there you go. That was your fat guy update. I still no fast food because I don't count Culver's. And I do want to talk about Fat Chicks. The bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Michigan features a destination barbecue from Fat Chicks. And I think they're doing a big challenge, 5-pound burrito challenge. And I'm talking pork, brisket, chicken, baked beans, mac and cheese, onions, peppers, jalapenos. And I do believe they tested it out tonight, even at Fat Chicks. But I think that's what they're going with for the food challenge, is that 5-pound burrito. They've also hit reduced orders for the winter as they've slowed down. So they're offering up their fresh smoked Italian beef sandwiches, the Italian beef made from a smoked beef roast smothered in I can't pronounce that fucking word, giardarana peppers. Giardarana? Is that right? Beef broth topped with provolone cheese, baked to perfection, served with a side of their house au jus for $12. So that's one of the things they have going at Fat Chicks. And their chili cheese pretzel available all weekend as well. 10-inch big ass pretzel smothered in garlic butter, salt, chili sauce, and cheddar cheese sauce as well. Just a couple things at Fat Chicks. I love those guys. And I'll be talking to those. Hopefully get those guys in the studio very, very soon for a fun potluck podcast. That'll be fun. And this is fun too. This is interesting to me because it has to do with Nielsen and Nielsen ratings. And so the headline is that NBC will test a Nielsen competitor for the Super Bowl and the Olympics. And I think that's fucking funny. It's just a huge shift. I'm pretty sure Nielsen is on its way out. I have a real what do you call that? A real problem with like with research is the key word here. I have a real problem with research, clearly, from all the fucking fuck ups I make on this podcast. But I'm talking about like researched demographics, targeted audiences, things like that, things that fuck up programming. Okay, because whatever, I didn't read to see what the competitor offered rather than Nielsen, because again, NBC's testing a competitor for Nielsen. Nielsen does ratings. They took over radio ratings. Used to be Arbitron ratings for radio. Nielsen does radio as well. I can get into that maybe later. But I was just trying to imagine if you have a company that is trying to compete with Nielsen, all of the plethora of ways that you can research now. I'm just thinking of like algorithms on like Facebook and YouTube and all kinds of shit. The way that they will be able to track your viewing habits now is probably off the charts. Probably something Nielsen isn't even fucking close to, because they're just going, oh, this house watch, this house watch, this house watch, this house watch. But they probably got this fucking shit figured out with like your TV and your Bluetooth and Alexa and all that shit to find out what you're scrolling as the game's going on, all that kind of shit. So they're going to be able to feel like, oh, right here, you need to make this cut, this cut, this cut. And it's honestly, here's why I hate that very idea. Because you notice the way that programming is now, right? On TV, you're watching TV, you get commercials for upcoming shows, upcoming programming, whatever. And the way that they present it now is so much more idiocracy. And that's the only good way to put it for me. It's so much more idiocracy than it ever was before, where it's fucking boom, this Friday, yeah, and the voice and fucking who's singing this and what does this voice look like, and then wrestling. It's all just the way it's presented is based on research and how fucking just apt to not pay attention anybody is. They got to get your fucking attention somehow because you're not paying attention, and that's why everything is slamming all the time. Even on boner pills now, everything is just slamming. It's just slamming for the boner pills, you know? Anyway, they're testing out a Nielsen competitor for the Super Bowl. And I'm just like thinking, man, so glad I got out of radio, because the way that they do these ratings, Nielsen took over for Arbitron. And I don't know, there's two ways they do ratings. They do the Nielsen ratings, which is a diary. And people fill out a diary and they say, oh, what the fuck did you listen to for these 3 months? You're like, oh, I think I listened to this fucking radio station. It's fucking, what was it, 4 months ago? I think I listened to this guy. I think I listened to this station. I don't fucking know. It's the most inaccurate, unreliable fucking bullshit way to measure ratings. Then they have the PPM, which is personal people meter, I do believe. That people wear it around like a fucking beeper, like you're a drug dealer. And you go to these fucking then they measure exactly what you're listening to, but it'll like pick up you go to somebody's house and some station's on, it picks that up. You go to the grocery store and it's playing some station that picks that up. So it's not necessarily what you were listening to other than what you were around. You know what I mean? Whatever was being listened to at work. You know what I'm talking about. You might not have any control of. That being said, that is the worst. That is the two dumb ends of the spectrum, and you got to find some good way to measure ratings in between, because the way the personal people meter works in ratings, they're like, nobody likes talking more than like 20 seconds. Fuck off. Keep it to 20 seconds. And that's one reason why I'm not in fucking radio anymore, you know? Not that specifically, but you know what I'm talking about. Just like over researched, you can't talk more than this, has to be this kind of thing. You know, everything's very mapped out for you and laid out how it should be presented. So I'm very curious to find out how much, if at all, these new ways to measure ratings that they're testing out as a competitor for Nielsen, how much that changes programming at all. because you got to think of like how much it has already just changed the way we see fucking TV. Once it's all about the algorithms, which it probably pretty close to already is, or maybe not. Maybe the networks are just now catching up and be like, oh, we need to get some of these newfangled fucking algorithms. And that's how we'll start, saying, because honestly, I don't know. I feel like most of the streaming programming you watch is already hooked in your algorithms for the most part. The ads you see on like YouTube videos or some shit you just talked about 5 minutes ago. It's not like that on TV yet, but it will be. And it's kind of dumb. You know what else is dumb? Getting tracked down. I don't think I hate anything more than that, because I do entertainment booking for the bar that I work at, Fresh Coast, and it's a great gig. I love it, but part of my job is obviously booking entertainment. I'm connecting myself and connecting with all of these artists and bands and corresponding with them. When are you available? Let's get you in on this date. And the thing is, the way I operate is really only a couple days a week. And I don't correspond with anybody when I don't have my laptop open. Okay, because I got to have it up. I got to have the schedule up, see it, communicate with you while we're scheduling it, and any sort of correspondence with entertainment booking. I need to have my laptop up so I can keep up with myself, essentially, or I will fucking just miss a date and drop a date, double book, you fucking name it, I will do it. So I tend to leave messages unopened a lot of times. And fucking anyway, I fucking hate, I've said this many times on a podcast, I hate being so connected. I don't understand why people feel the need, or people expect you to return their message right away or something. Can we just write letters again? I'm all about that, but I don't answer messages for a couple, 3, 4, sometimes even a week. I don't answer messages. And I tell people going in, I'm like, look, I don't correspond very often unless I got my laptop up. But if a few people haven't heard from me right away in like a day or two, then I've had people call the bar and like track me down at least 3 times while I've just come in to like do something. I was in at the bar earlier today for maybe half an hour. Went in, do a couple things, get things ready for the entertainment tonight. Ring. Is Smitty there? Fuck. And again, I love everybody I work with, and I love all of the people that we book and play in there, but I'm just like, I fucking hate being tracked down. I saw you message me, man. I'll get with you. We'll figure this out. I just don't, man. It is, maybe it's just me. Maybe it probably is. I am fully aware that I am the one with a problem here. But it's the fucking worst. Stop tracking me down. Changing gears. New show. Station 11, which is on, I think it's Cinemax. What's the Cinemax part of HBO Max that you stream? Whatever Cinemax hub is on HBO Max is Station 11. And I gotta tell you, man, I'm two episodes in. I want to say 2 episodes in to Station 11. First of all, it's set in Michigan. Second of all, it is a post-apocalyptic drama. Some sort of virus wipes out a lot of humanity. Spoiler alert. And I think a lot of the story that I'm seeing takes place 20 years ish or so after the main crux of the apocalypse. And again, I think it's in Michigan. Now, the show is awesome. I like it a lot. It's really fucking interesting. It's really realistic and different and fucking brutal in places. I highly recommend it. And it was really realistic in this way too, because there was a scene. I really hesitate talking about it a lot because of spoilers, but there was a guy in a fucking Packers jersey on this fucking on this one episode from Wisconsin in the show. There was some part of dialogue that referenced Mackinac Island, who we all know and love Mackinac Island. And this guy, like a dipshit, called it Mackinac Island. And if you're from anywhere around the northern Michigan region or Michigan in general, you're like, oh, what? Mackinac Island? Now, when he said it at a certain point in the show at the very beginning, you're like, oh, fuck off. They didn't. That's what you call writers not researching or getting it right. But they addressed his mispronunciation a little bit later in the show and dealt with it quite fantastically, I might add. But I just thought it was fucking funny that they had some fucking asshole with a Packers jersey on saying Mackinac Island wrong. And I'm like, you got that right. Oh, that made me so happy. Way to go, you guys. Anyway, Station 11, check that out. Whatever Max Hub on HBO Max. There you go. I want to talk about the most America story of all time. Most America story of all time. Now, the headline on this, and I don't think I'm going to read it all the way through, but definitely enough to get the gist. And the gist is the most America story of all time. The headline says, lead ammo poisoning threatened bald eagle population. Of course. Think about that one for a minute. A new study says bald eagles are being threatened by spent lead ammunition left in the carcasses they feed on. Bald eagles once teetered on the edge of extinction, but brought back after the banning of the harmful pesticide DDT in 1972. The eagles' comeback over several decades actually reached its peak in March of 21, where bald eagles were thriving across the country, according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Right around 316,000 eagles in the U.S., but 4 to 5% annually reduced growth by the bald eagles due to this lead contamination. So they say, hey, it could actually prove harmful in the long run for bald eagles. So there you go. The most America story of all time. Lead ammo poisoning threatening bald eagle population. So there you go. That is my my send off, because it is a quick podcast tonight. So I will close out there. And thank you, as always, for coming on the What the Hell Everything podcast, you guys. And we'll do it again sometime Monday at 2 p.m. specifically. Of course, patreon.com/we3 Smiths. Sunday morning, you will have Sunday AM talk practice this Sunday. What else? Oh, Patreon, April 1st will be the place exclusively for video editions of the What the Hell Everything podcast. So remember that coming April 1st, patreon.com/we3 Smiths. And that'll be it for me tonight, you guys. Happy Friday night. What the hell?